Welcome to the Land of House vlog. It's going to be another exciting week for you. How do I know it's going to be exciting? Because I'm actually filming this intro at the end of the week. So let's zoom forward to the beginning of the week and you can enjoy this week's vlog. My dad and I worked for a little while here to get his awning done. I went to Asheville yesterday to pick up some metal roofing and they didn't have it in stock, even though they said they did. And so I didn't get it. But keeping the rain off of you here, this is what we have so far. We just got the metal on the way, so should be able to get that on next week, hopefully. But anyway, it's looking pretty good so far. I don't want you to get too wet, so I'm gonna go back inside. Just wanted to show you that we did make some progress out here. Emma's getting really close to bedtime, but she wants to play with blocks for a while. And so we're gonna play with some blocks. Are you in zombie mode? She goes to bed pretty much every night at 7 o'clock on the dot. And it's 6:35 right now, so it's getting close. Should we start over? Wow! Choo-choo! A company sent this little pig for Emma. It's called the Happy Pig Family. And when you tap it, it changes colors. Let me turn off the light so you can see it real quick. When I first gave her this, she had the most excited look on her face. Do you like your pig light? This one changes colors. Let's see, let's go to red and orange and stuff. But anyway, it's kind of fun. I have a link to these little pigs in the description below if you want to check them out. They last a couple hours on a full charge, and there seems to be a timer inside that will turn it off in the middle of the night too. So Ashley is off at book club this evening, so Emma and I are just hanging out, doing our own little thing here. And I had mentioned in the Future of Land to House video that I was taking a break because I'm tired, which is very true. But also, when I was editing the video, the Future of Land to House video, my computer blue screened. I don't know why. And when it came back on, my main editing hard drive over here, this one, the lower one here, is read only, which is weird. So instead of touching it and messing up something, I have now got a Western Digital 4 terabyte hard drive, and I'm going to plug that up real quick, back up my working drive, and then try and fix it. So we'll see what happens. Okay, just got that drive installed. I formatted it to an exFAT, so hopefully that's going to be good enough. I can use it with my Mac now too. So let's see what we got here. Land to House folder. This thing should be massive. Let's see what it says. 500 to 600 gigabytes, terabyte, 1.46 terabytes. That's probably going to take quite a while to work with. I just got Emma in bed, so out here in the shop. Normally I would do a build video where I talk and get things done, but with this cold, I'm just not going to do that. So what I'm going to do with this baby changing table slash dresser is just do a non-talking video. So I'm going to play some music over here, and so whenever I edit this video, I may just do a some music or something. We'll see. But anyway, I'm out here in the shop. I'm gonna get this built, or start at least. Rip down some boards, and I got this plywood here. Let me show you what I'm making here. So it's this right here. It's really simple, hopefully. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut down some 2x4s and get the plywood cut and just see what comes of it. It's Ashley's birthday today, so I've got a clip for you of her party last night, and then she opened up her Keurig as her gift this morning.
What did you call it?
Keurig?
Keurig.
Oh, Keurig. My bad. You like it pretty good?
It was delicious. Although I think I'm gonna have to melt the Nutella because it was kind of like stuck at the bottom. But it was, I mean, it tastes like a latte. It was really good.
It's a learning experience.
Happy birthday, dear Ashley and Kiefer. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, wait, let Ashley blow.
Gonna blow it out.
Blow, you blow it.
Blow.
Blow. Whoa, keep blowing. Blow. Blow. See, it's, y'all are supposed to have birthdays in December. Yeah.
That's about the Long Island Killer.
About half the way.
I just thought that would be so pretty for
Because
your
they're ankle socks?
office.
Yeah, so pretty.
We're at the mall now, and Emma is running around enjoying life here at the little playground. Now that Ashley's birthday celebration is over, and my dad's too, I forgot to mention that, it's time to get some work done. I'm out here in the woods. For reference, house is over here, and another reference, tiny house is here. So several years ago, I purchased a ½ acre of land back behind the tiny house. I've walked it maybe twice and never really spent much time back here. But that's about to change. I have something new coming to the channel, and I need to clear a little road back here for the four-wheeler, and we're gonna do some building today, hopefully. It's about 28 degrees and I'm cold, but I think if I keep moving, it'll be good. So here's the plan. Behind the telephone pole is a marker, property marker. Comes down here, and here's this one. And then behind the tiny house over here is another marker. So those are the two I have to go from to kind of measure out where this ½ acre is. So I'm gonna use a tape measure and mark out 90 feet from this marker, halfway between the other one over there. And that'll be my starting point for where that property begins. Okay, I just walked out 90 feet and my line is a little bit off through the woods here. So I'm measuring that it should be about right where this tree is. So now, behind the tiny house, it cuts off that way 204 feet. And so it actually meets up where I started there. It meets up about the same point, but in that diagonal area over there. So that just gives me a reference point to say that everything within a ½ acre over here I can use. So my plan is to put a little four-wheeler road in right around here today, so I can just kind of zigzag through the trees and to get to this tree here, and then I can kick off over here and go this way. And so let's just head back this way real quick and I'll show you what we're working with. Kind of opens up back here. There used to be an old road a long time ago. Actually goes up almost to the top of the mountain. So what I was thinking is if I can get my road to about this point in here, I can set up what I need like right in here, I think. So I'm not too far from the house, but I should be able to get a good test going here. So yeah, I'm thinking this hill right here would be really good. So the next step is to begin clearing some trees out. Some of it's going to be with the chainsaw, and some of it's going to be with the clippers, I believe. All right, I just cut the trail through the woods. I'm gonna have to cut one big tree with the chainsaw at the very beginning, but managed to sneak my way through about where Lainey is there and come on in here to this big open spot here. And so here is the future. I really am not saying what I'm doing yet because I want it to be a surprise, but I'm gonna clear off this hill from about the big tree in there over maybe to that one in there. So just a little path in there should give me a clear path to this little hill. So I'm gonna cut this out real quick and then we'll test drive the four-wheeler up in here. Tell you what, this forestry stuff is tough. So I got the testing ground cleared up here and I found this old logging road that was above the testing ground. So I decided I would just go ahead and cut all the trees on this path, and it just cuts around right here and goes back around. So what I was thinking is that I hate being sick. What I was thinking is that we can use the four-wheeler to bring stuff up top if it's really heavy. That way, you know, if it's something that's 50 pounds, 100 pounds that we're testing, I could just bring it up here and set it down on the hill and it wouldn't be a bother. But anyway, let's see how well the four-wheeler handles this new trail. Okay, let's see what we get here. Have my foot on the brake down here so I can control that. It's too close. I'm gonna go ahead and chop that tree there and maybe that one right over there. I squeaked the tires through and came on by, so let's just keep going here. Need to cut that little guy right there down. Now here's the one turn I was worried about. Let's see if we can make it. Probably not quite. I may cut that guy down right there so the turn is a bit more smooth around here. The curve right there was a little steep, but made it. Now I'm gonna head on down here and see what we can do. I probably won't be driving this way much because I'll have my stand set up. Look out, puppies! I think I'll cut that tree right there down too, so it's just a straight shot through here instead of going around where Wally is. Okay, now we're ready. Made some pretty good changes here. Let me show you what we got. Cut that tree down. I was able to move this log over a little bit, and that was a big help. Still a bit technical. Cut this tree down, so now it's just a straight shot through here. And we have arrived. Man, a lot of work, but it paid off. So The next step is to gather materials and start building the testing zone that's going to be right up here. And but first, lunchtime, because I'm hungry. 11:08, so I started this about 8:15 or so. 3 hours, not bad. Okay, I'm back. Lunch was really good. Previously, I reduced the size of my garden fence, and I had several posts that were left over. And so I brought those down here, as well as a 2x6 and a 2x4, 10 foot long. So that's going to be the testing target here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this installed. I'm thinking sink the 4 posts down to about the same level they were before, if I can. Maybe really rocky out here. And then these pieces will go in the middle. So I'll have this 2x6 on the bottom and the 2x4 up top. So I have 2 layers to work with here. So we'll go ahead and get this started. You really never know how the soil is going to be around here. Sometimes you can dig a nice hole, and other times you hit a rock on the first go. But so far it's going all right. But I still have 3 more holes to go. Just got most of the frame built here. It's in 2 parts, and I'm about to put this 2x6 through the middle. And I decided that this was way too tall for hanging stuff from, because if I were to back up out here, let's say I'm shooting from here, then there's no way I'm going to be able to hit anything from the top. So what I can do, though, hopefully, is move stuff down if I need to. But anyway, I will work on that at a later time, because I've got more stuff to get done before 4:30. So I still haven't told you what I'm doing, just these little hints. So you still have to wait and find out. I'm hoping that the things that I'm doing will not be demonetizing the channel. So if that gives you any indication of what it is, like that ought to do it. Put some screws in there. I was considering maybe dropping things down so it was easier to get to from this level. As you can see, it's up a bit. But I was thinking, what if instead of that, I build a dedicated platform at a known distance away here, so that it's consistent every time, and it would just be better. So, do you really want to know what I'm doing with the channel? So, in January, I've been out here for hours, and the dogs keep forgetting that I'm over here. It's ridiculous. So in January, I'm gonna start a series where 1 video a week is similar to the content on Demolition Ranch. So if you've never watched Demo Ranch, head over there now and watch a video or 2, and you'll kind of know what I'm planning. Now, it's not gonna be with firearms. I know it's a no-go on YouTube a lot of times, so it's something similar to that, and should be a lot better for keeping monetization, but we'll see. If they demonetize, then I'll delete them. All right, off to build the changing table before I go to town. Here on Land to House, I build a lot of projects, and a lot of times I have spent days or weeks planning them out, and the baby changing table is no different. So I'm cutting the sides here. I've got a couple of the legs being worked on. Got the extra piece of plywood over there. But anyway, just gonna work a little bit at a time on this guy, and I'm sure I will come back later and get some more done. Anyway, all that to say, I've got about an hour left before I head off to town for my first day back at the gym in 2 months. So I need to get a ram pump packaged up, and I'm gonna head over here to the old road trough and get that cleaned out. Somewhere up under the road here is a wooden trough that pulls water away from the road and onto this ditch over here. And a couple times a year I have to come down here and clean it out because this road bond just fills it up. But it makes a huge difference keeping the ruts out of this lower part of the road, because a lot of water comes down here. But anyway, let's do some digging and see if we can find out where this trough is. So I was just told about a program called the Baby Love program, which is a program for pregnant mothers. or pregnant women, I should say. And it allows you to use Medicaid to pay some bills. So because Ashley and I are definitely within the poverty level, we're going to be applying for that here and see if we can't get some financial assistance. So anyway, I'm really thankful for that, because a pregnancy or a birth costs around $10,000. So if we can get some assistance with that, will be much appreciated. So if you're considering having a baby soon, keep in mind that it's thousands of dollars to have one. Just finished up cleaning out the trough. It's not completely done, but good enough for now. I put in these little metal spacers. You might be able to see one down in there. And it's just narrow enough that my mattock doesn't fit in there to scoop things like I'd like it to. Hindsight, but anyway, good enough for now. Well, I'm gonna go inside and eat and maybe do some video editing for the vlog. I had a hard drive failure, kind of. Blue screen during a export of a video, and apparently there's a dirty bit on a hard drive, and that was triggered. And I backed up everything and then tried to clean the drive, nothing. So I end up having to format that drive. Had to format that drive, and now it seems to be working. I'm gonna keep an eye on it though. Hopefully it won't do it again. But anyway, I'm gonna go inside and get something to eat before going to the gym. Over the past few weeks, you may have heard me mention that I'm selling ultralight sleeping pads for camping, and they're on Amazon, link in the description. My mom is also an Amazon seller, and she has ice packs. 500 of them just arrived, and so we are going to be getting these stored here in my dad's building. And I wanted to mention that somebody last week in the vlog asked if I would show my dad's building, so I will. It doesn't have a whole lot out here. It's just like generator and shop vac and some tools out here. So mostly just storage of stuff, but that's where their ice packs are going to be stored. So these should be on Amazon here in the next 2 weeks, I think, and I'll start introducing those to you whenever that time comes. But just wanted to mention that. We're gonna open whoa. We're gonna open a box up here in a minute, and I'll show you what they look like. So here is the ice pack that I mentioned at Mom's house. It's summer ice. It's what we designed and came up with. So this will be available on Amazon probably in about a week. I'm gonna ship out the first 100 or so tomorrow, and it'll be available about a week after that. So I'll do a little update on these whenever they're available, and I'll have a link in the description down below. Well, that concludes this week. I know it's a bit longer video than usual, which is exciting. Got a lot done, and starting in January, hopefully coming up pretty soon, I will start the new series that is either going to be a Saturday or a Sunday video, and I'm going to try to make it consistent week after week, and we'll see how it goes. But thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go inside and spend some time with the family and get some sleep. All right, see you next time. Bye. Well, I'm going to go inside and do some food eating